Gentlemen, open your wardrobe. If it looks like a black hole of navy, charcoal, and black, you are playing it safe. You are hiding in the shadows of practicality. For the mature man, dark colors are a double-edged sword. Yes, they slim you down, but they also absorb light, deepening the lines on your face and aging you. Enter the Billionaire's Beige, the Off-White Chino. This is not just a pair of trousers. It is a declaration of status. It implies a life of leisure, a life where you do not fear dirt because you do not perform manual labor. It is the signature of the Italian industrialist and the Riviera playboy. Unlike black, off-white acts as a natural reflector, bouncing light up to your face, softening your features, and erasing years from your appearance. Stop dressing to hide. Start dressing to be seen. Welcome to the lighter side of power. Chapter 1. The Italian Secret. Let us transport ourselves for a moment to the cobblestone streets of Florence or the sun-drenched docks of Portofino. You see men there, men of your age with silver hair and weathered skin, who possess an inexplicable magnetism. They do not look like they are trying too hard, yet they look infinitely more stylish than their counterparts across the Atlantic. What is their secret? It is not merely genetics. It is the mastery of Sprezzatura, the art of studied carelessness, the ability to make the difficult look effortless. And the foundation of this aesthetic is the Off-White Chino. For decades, the average man has been indoctrinated with a single limiting belief. Black is slimming. While this is geometrically true, it is aesthetically lazy. Black is a vacuum. It absorbs all light. When a man over 50 wraps himself in dark colors, he is essentially erasing himself. He becomes a silhouette, a shadow. Furthermore, dark colors near the face cast upward shadows, deepening the hollows under the eyes and accentuating the grooves of age. You are dressing for a funeral, not a life well lived. The Italian master understands that clothing is not just covering, it is lighting equipment. This is the physics of style. A pair of off-white or cream trousers acts as a massive bounce board, a reflector used in cinema. It catches the ambient sunlight and reflects it upwards, casting a soft, warm glow onto your torso and face. It literally illuminates you. It softens the harsh lines, hides the fatigue, and imparts a healthy, vibrant vitality that no facial cream can replicate. However, a crucial distinction must be made. We are not discussing stark white. Avoid the blinding, optical white of a dentist's coat or a cheap tuxedo rental. That is clinical and sterile. We are seeking the organic warmth of nature. We want écru, oatmeal, stone, or ivory. These are the colors of unbleached cotton, of raw linen, of ancient marble. They suggest that the fabric is natural, expensive, and untreated. Wearing these lighter tones sends a powerful psychological signal to the observer. Dark denim and black trousers are the uniforms of the laborer, the mechanic, the man who must crawl under a car or wipe his hands on his thighs. Off-white is the uniform of the man who commands. It implies a life of leisure, of intellect, and of cleanliness. It says, "I do not fear the world's grit, for I stand above it." This is the essence of Sprezzatura. It is the audacity to wear the lightest color in the darkest timeline, and to do so with absolute, relaxed confidence. Chapter 2. The Navy Alliance. Now that we have established the foundation with the Off-White Chino, we must construct the architecture above it. A king needs a castle. A canvas needs a frame. The greatest mistake men make when adopting light trousers is pairing them with equally light tops. A beige shirt with beige pants creates a safari zookeeper look that lacks authority. Conversely, pairing them with black creates a jarring, high-contrast separation that feels harsh and disjointed. The solution, the only true ally of the Off-White Chino, is navy blue. This combination is not merely a fashion choice. It is a historical institution. It is the color palette of the Royal Navy, of the French Riviera, and of the Ivy League. But for the man over 50, the Navy Alliance serves a much more utilitarian purpose. It is the ultimate optical illusion for body sculpting. We are employing the principle of strategic contrast. By placing a deep, dark navy tone on your upper body, you are utilizing the receding color theory. Dark colors visually retreat. They minimize bulk. A navy blazer or a dark navy polo instantly shaves inches off your waistline, masking the midsection and broadening the shoulders. Meanwhile, the off-white trousers below do the heavy lifting of advancing. They draw the eye downward, creating a vertical, clean line that suggests lightness and agility. You achieve the perfect equilibrium, a grounded, powerful torso supported by elegant, airy legs. You look top-heavy in the best possible way, authoritative and strong, not bottom-heavy and sluggish. Whether you choose a structured navy hopsack blazer with brass buttons for a touch of nautical flair, or a simple, long-sleeve navy knitted polo for a modern minimalist approach, the result is always the same: instant respectability. However, this alliance comes with a strict rule of engagement, and this is where 90% of men fail. We must discuss your feet. When you wear off-white trousers, you are strictly forbidden from wearing black leather shoes. This is a non-negotiable law of aesthetics. A black shoe at the end of a cream trouser leg creates a violent visual full stop. It looks like a security guard's uniform or a waiter's attire. It is too harsh, too utilitarian, and it severs the leg line abruptly. Instead, you must embrace the spectrum of brown. You need earth tones to bridge the gap between the ground and your trousers. A pair of dark chocolate suede loafers is the ultimate weapon here. The texture of the suede softens the transition, while the brown tone harmonizes with the cream fabric, rather than fighting against it. If not suede, then a rich chestnut leather Chelsea boot or an oxblood penny loafer. The goal is a soft landing, not a hard crash. When you master the navy top, the cream bottom, and the brown anchor, you are no longer just getting dressed. You are assembling a uniform of timeless success. Chapter 3. The texture play. We have chosen the color. We have chosen the partners. Now, we must discuss the substance of the thing itself. The greatest danger of wearing light-colored trousers, and the reason so many men avoid them, is the fear of the pajama effect. If you buy cheap, thin, paper-like cotton in a light color, you are courting disaster. These fabrics lack opacity. They cling to the leg, revealing the outline of your pockets, the shape of your underwear, and the contours of your thighs in the most unflattering way. You do not look like a billionaire on holiday. You look like a patient in a hospital ward. To wear off-white with dignity, you must respect the law of weight. The lighter the color, the heavier the fabric must be. You are looking for substantial materials that possess their own gravity. Search for heavy cotton drill, cavalry twill, or moleskin. These are fabrics with a three-dimensional weave. They do not drape like silk. They hang like armor. They create a distinct separation between the cloth and your skin, ensuring that the trouser leg falls in a clean, straight column, completely ignoring the shape of the leg beneath. When you touch them, they should feel dry, rugged, and architectural. This visual weight adds a necessary layer of masculinity to a color that might otherwise be perceived as delicate. Once you have secured the proper trousers, the real game begins. The texture play. Since you have removed color variety from your lower half, you must introduce tactile variety to your upper half. This is where you separate the connoisseur from the novice. You want to create a collision of worlds, a juxtaposition of the refined and the rugged. Consider the soft power approach. Pair your rugged, heavy, off-white twill trousers with a cloud of gray cashmere. The sweater should be fuzzy, soft, and inviting, contrasting sharply with the stiff, military-grade weave of the pants. This combination screams old money because it suggests you prioritize sensory comfort over flashy logos. It is approachable, yet deeply sophisticated. Alternatively, embrace the rugged refinement. Take that same pair of elegant off-white trousers and pair them with a vintage-wash denim trucker jacket or a waxed cotton field jacket. This is a move of high confidence. You are mixing the workwear of the American cowboy with the resort wear of the Italian count. The rough, indigo texture of the denim breaks down the formality of the white pants, making them appropriate for a Sunday drive, a coffee run, or a casual lunch. It tells the world, I am wearing these nice pants, but I am not afraid to get my hands dirty. This interplay of textures, rough against smooth, soft against hard, creates a visual depth that flat colors can never achieve. It turns your outfit from a 2D image into a 3D experience. Chapter 4. The Seasonal Rebellion. There is an old, dusty rule in the Handbook of Style that whispers, "No white after Labor Day." It suggests that as soon as the leaves fall and the sky turns gray, a man must retreat into the safety of black, charcoal, and brown. Gentlemen, tear that page out of the book. That rule was written for the working class who feared mud and slush. For the man of status, the winter white is the ultimate flex. It is the visual equivalent of driving a convertible in December with the heater on. It is an act of luxurious defiance. Winter is, by nature, a monochromatic season of gloom. The trees are bare, the pavement is wet, and the sun is weak. If you dress in dark colors, you blend into this depressing background. You become part of the scenery. But when you step out in heavy off-white trousers in the dead of winter, you create a visual rebellion. You become a beacon of warmth. You suggest that your world is bright, regardless of the weather forecast. The secret to executing this without looking like a lost tennis player lies, once again, in the fabric. We must introduce the king of winter fabrics, corduroy. An off-white or cream corduroy trouser is perhaps the most sophisticated garment a man over 50 can own. The vertical ridges of the corduroy, what we call the wales, catch the light in a way that flat cotton cannot. They create deep valleys of shadow and high peaks of light. This texture looks incredibly rich, cozy, and substantial. It pairs perfectly with the visual weight of heavy wool coats and leather boots. Imagine this cinematic scene: a gray, overcast afternoon. You are wearing cream corduroy trousers. On your feet, robust chestnut leather boots with a commando sole. On top, a thick cable-knit turtleneck in a camel or toffee color, layered under a dark brown overcoat. The combination of the rough corduroy, the soft wool, and the sturdy leather creates a symphony of textures that screams Aspen Ski Lodge or English countryside estate. This look separates the men who dress out of habit from the men who dress with intent. It shows that you understand the science of warmth. Psychologically, when people see you in warm, creamy tones during the cold months, they are drawn to you. You look like a walking fireplace. You project an aura of comfort and safety that dark suits simply cannot provide. So do not pack your light trousers away when the temperature drops. Simply change the fabric, keep the color, and conquer the winter. Gentlemen, wearing off-white is not just a stylistic choice, it is a discipline. It requires a heightened state of spatial awareness. You cannot sit blindly on a dirty park bench. You cannot carelessly slurp your espresso. Some men view this as a burden. I view it as a blessing. This garment forces you to slow down. It demands that you move through the world with intention, with grace, and with mindfulness. It separates the clumsy from the elegant. So do not relegate these trousers to the back of your closet until summer. Wear them now. While the rest of the world hibernates in gray and black, be the one who brings the light. Walk with the confidence of a man who knows exactly where he is going and exactly how he looks getting there.